Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku.co daily markets review for the trading day ending Wednesday, March 18th. Well, firstly to the S&P 500, and here we see this very large white body candle following the market finding resistance at the top of that highlighted zone for the previous day's trading. Some selling coming in, a switch in control and momentum away from the buyers for that previous day's trading. But today the buyers have come in very solidly, and the opportunity was there for them to do so, and they have breached through the top of that zone. Importantly, they've also breached the Kijun-sen indicator, and taking up both of those in a strong bullish manner does suggest that the buyers certainly are in control of this market, and they have very strong control, and they've shown strong commitment to take out those areas, including the area above at the swing high about 2093. Now the market did test through the 2100 level, and there's been some price rejection from beyond there, failing to close just above there. So that is going to be a very important level moving forward, and if the buyers are strong enough, there is an opportunity for them to create another major high beyond the 2119 area. In terms of trend, the market is trading up above each of the Ichimoku indicators, giving us a bullish market in all three timeframes, and the Chica span is still above the corresponding price action, so we do have strong solid upside momentum in this market in that medium term timeframe, supporting the uptrend in those three timeframes. Next we'll take a look at gold futures, and here we see a change of trend today, and that follows the indecisive candle testing down below the 1145.8 level. The trend had changed to the downside, but a black body, so some net momentum to the downside, so an opportunity for the sellers, but a very small body candle and a large shadow on the bottom and a large shadow on the top. The shadow on the bottom much larger than the one on the top, but this type of candle was all about indecision and the lack of control from the sellers, where the market closed roughly around the midpoint level. So it set the market up for that change of trend back to the upside, and that's exactly what we've seen today, with the market today testing to that 1145.8 level of support and bouncing off there with a very large white body candle. Now interestingly, the size of this white body is the largest than we've seen for quite some time. So this suggests that perhaps the buyers are going to start coming back into this market with greater confidence, and there's an opportunity here for them. The only problem is that we saw the market testing above the 1170 area and above the Tenkan-sen indicator and failed to close above there. So it suggests that the buyers did lose some commitment up above both of these levels. So that will be an important area moving forward, and as we look at this new candle as it's forming, it has opened above the Tenkan-sen, so that's a positive, but still trading just below that 1170. So at the moment the real test here for the buyers is going to be 1170. Now if the buyers are strong enough to breach through there is a great opportunity for them to trade up to the next area of resistance around 1185, and possibly up through to the Kijun-sen indicator roughly about 1190. Now also the important thing to bear in mind here is the put this all in perspective, and that is that the market is still trending down in the longer term time frame by trading below the cloud, and in the medium term time frame by trading down below the Kijun-sen. And with the resistance that we found around this 1170 area and around the Tenkan-sen indicator, if the sellers are strong enough, there is an opportunity here for them also to revert back to that strong downtrend in that first term time frame, in line with the higher time frame downtrends. If we do see something coming in looking to support at 1155 and then back down to this 1145, that support area, first one 1155 and 1145, where the market tested to for the 4 of the past 6 trading days. So that's a potentially very strong support area down around there. Moving next to the Euro US dollar. And here today we've seen buying coming in following that change of trend to the upside from the previous day's trading. That previous candle did suggest that there was a possibility of a change of trend back to the downside. It was a very small bodied candle, a very small range to that candle. It certainly didn't suggest that the buyers were strong in this market, but today we've seen the buyers come in very, very solidly. The largest white body than we've seen in this market for quite some time, suggesting that the buyers are building some strong upside momentum. There's perhaps a shift in the bias back to the buyers here, and importantly the buyers taking out the 107.60 level and the Tenkan-sen indicator, very similar to what we've seen with gold futures. The market did, however, find resistance at the 109.02 area, a previous important level of support and resistance. And we've also seen some very strong price rejection from the Kijun-sen indicator trading at 109.53. So those two areas are going to be very, very important benchmarks for buying for the next couple of days. And if the market is able to breach through those levels in a bullish manner, we could quickly see Euro US dollar trading up to 111.60. As we saw with gold, the underlying long-term trend is down because of the market trading down below the Ichimoku cloud, and just down in the medium-term time frame by still closing down below the Kijun-sen indicator. But we have had a shift in that short-term time frame to the upside with a fairly bullish candle and a fairly bullish close up above the Tenkan-sen. So an opportunity here for the buyers if they're strong enough. Now, for the sellers, potential support now down at that 107.60 level, and at the Tenkan-sen indicator trading at 107.24. So the market caught between both of these indicators, somewhat in limbo between the two trends in the short-term and fast and long medium-term time frame. So technically an uptrend in the fast-term time frame, a slightly bearish trend still in that medium-term time frame. But as I've said, if the buyers are strong enough, the opportunity is here for them.